Welcome to Transformational Fighting Arts Online. Today we're going to be covering two simple techniques you can do anywhere, anytime you want to. Two trapping techniques, but it is more of the advanced trapping techniques. So if you don't know what the lop sao or the pak sao are, you might want to go to some of the earlier training techniques. I have some video on that, how to do those two things, because if you don't know what those two things are, some of the techniques are going to be a little bit hard to perform, okay? The two techniques we're going to be doing today is what they call practicing the ball and socket and the hinge door principle. These two principles are basically the basic concepts if you want to flow through any of your trapping techniques. Once you get over learning the energetic concepts of the trapping of the pak sao and the lop sao. So those are the two things we're going to be doing. So remember, your trapping is a transitionary range and not a range to keep. If you try and keep that range, you're going to have problems. You always want to do maybe one or two of these moves within that trapping range and move through. It's a transitionary range. You're always moving through it. It's very fluid. Okay? So I'm going to have Andy come over here, and what we're going to do is be practicing the hinge door. So the first thing you want to do, and you can practice this with anybody, Andy doesn't have to know anything, so your partner doesn't need to know anything to do this. What you want to do easily is put your arm out right here, all right? And so Andy comes a little bit more forward, and Andy doesn't even have to put his arm out to begin with. You put your arm out, and what Andy has to do is he just is going to block your arm, but he's going to block your arm towards you or to the outside of Andy. So he just blocks your arm, boom. When he gives you that energy, you're going to hinge door it. But the big issue is keeping the elbow pointed at Andy when it hinge doors, because it's just like your arm is a hinge door. You hinge door and you step forward, right, as he moves through. You grab his arm and then it snaps back. So the full motion is he hits, hinge door, grab, and hit. One more. Hinge door, grab, and hit. That's the hinge door principle, and you can practice that over and over again. What you're doing here is a lop sao. You're lopping him. Now, combatively, normally he'd hit, bang, right? You'd hit hard and pull hard. But for this exercise, all you do is stick your arm up, he hits, you step forward and hit. That step forward is with the hit, so you can gain the distance to make contact. Now, of course, you're not going to hit your opponent or your friend. You're just going to put your hand there. And what you really want to understand is your arm is like a reed. It's like a bamboo reed being bent and snapping back. But you don't want the upper part of the bamboo reed to move at all. So that's the big issue about this hinge door principle, is it snaps back, right? As he gives you energy, it snaps back. But you take this arm in order to make sure that he cannot hit me with it. That's the hinge door. Now, it's very easy to practice it. You sit there with your friend in line at the movie, and you do it. And you keep putting it back, and you just feel the energy push you through. And it's okay to miss, right? That's all you got to do. Hinge door, and there.